Don't feel like going to the movies to see Den of Thieves 2 Pantera? You're in luck. I'm here to spoil it for you. This is Spencer Reviews It, and let me be your spoiler guy for movies that you kind of don't know if you want to see or not. Bookmark this, follow this page if you haven't seen this movie and plan on seeing it. If you're still here, you want me to spoil it. This is a complete shift from the first movie as this movie goes international. Donnie and Nick are our only characters who return from the first one, however. Since the first movie and Donnie escaping and we figured out that he's the mastermind behind the first movie, is now part of a heist or thief team called the Panthers. Now, Pantera comes from the police force in the movie who is out to try to stop the Panthers. The movie starts off with a really good sequence where our Panther group goes and steals some diamonds off of a plane that just landed in from South Africa. Now, these diamonds are just a ploy to get them to the World Diamond Bank, where they eventually have a huge plan to steal from it. Of course, since this is a diamond center, it is patrolled 24/7 by a lot of highly trained security guards. Now, since the first movie, Donnie is being tracked down by Nick, and Nick is trying to figure it out. And he starts getting a tip with some of the evidence that they're finding that he is overseas and he might be planning a big operation. Now, he uses an expired U.S. Marshal's badge for him to be able to go across seas to pursue this and work with the Pantera police group. What makes this all interesting is that when Donnie stole these diamonds, he didn't realize that he stole a very important diamond from a mafia boss called the Octopus. So as he's trying to figure out how to get him and his team to go into this World Diamond Center to rob it, this mafia is also trying to get their diamond back. What gets this all going too is that when Nick finally finds Donnie, he convinces them to work together and he wants to help them rob this diamond center, but he doesn't really know that the mafia is also involved in this. There's a few scenes of them just kind of coming together and talking and kind of just opening up and having some, a friendship bond, so to speak. But some other parts in this are kind of seem unnecessary to explain as they're kind of just trying to make sure they can trust Nick or not. The group, the Panthers, are trying to see if they can trust him or not. After a night on the town, they are taken and kidnapped by the mafia that's running after them, led by the Octopus. And they take them out to the ocean and they basically say, hey, we want our diamond back. And we're going to scare you by throwing you in the ocean. And now you have to swim back to shore. So now they're still trying to rob this bank or this diamond center. That plan continues to go, but they've got to find this diamond. So once they rob the diamond center, they can give this diamond back to the mafia so they can take the money, take the diamonds, but also get the one back and get the mafia off of their backs. They are successful. They do get away with that diamond along with some other money and diamonds. They do get into another car chase with someone who used to be on their team that tries to thwart this and maybe try to steal it from them. But the mafia is able to go in there, take those guys out. They give the diamond back. Everybody lives happily ever after. So you think. The burning question throughout the whole movie is Gerard Butler's character, Nick, is he good or bad? Are they together? Like, did he really say, hey, I want to be on your team? Is he being truthful or not? Well, you're about to find out. As you think this movie is about to close, everybody is good to go. They're about to celebrate. The police show up, arrest everybody on the team, and you come to find out that Nick was all a part of this and was part of all this to get them arrested and to finally put Donnie in jail, and he succeeds. So you think. Donnie is in jail. He is visited by Nick. They have a conversation. They are now transporting Donnie to another facility where two helicopters intercept the convoy and they kidnap Donnie. They land on the countryside in this nice little house with a lot of land with a helicopter pad next to it. They go inside and he is meeting the Octopus, who's the head of this mafia, and he wants Donnie to work for him. You stole my diamond. You got it back. You gave it back. Now you're going to work for me. He has no other choice. That's the movie in the nutshell. It's not as good as the first one. My Letterboxd review is up if you want to check that out. You can find the link in the top of my page. Make sure you hit that follow button. Let me know what you think about this movie.